Giratina V-STAR is an incredibly fierce Pokemon that has been meta relevant for pretty much the entirety of its existence. That being said, the variation in which Giratina is strong has varied depending on what era of the Pokemon TCG we're in. In the Scarlet and Violet era, at least internationally, in Japan, Giratina V-STAR Lost Zone was a top deck, but internationally, the deck flopped pretty hard. However, in the Paldea Evolved format that we're in right now, Lost Box Giratina has risen up the charts, is one of the most popular archetypes in the game right now, and is once again one of the strongest decks in the game as well. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Giratina V-STAR Lost Zone. It is a Dragon-type Pokemon with 280 HP, 2 retreat, no weakness or resistance, but it has a incredible move, Lost Impact. For 1 Grass, Psychic, and Colorless, does 280 damage, and you put 2 energy attached to your Pokemon in the Lost Zone. Now, the Lost Zone, of course, it's kind of like a discard pile, but the cards are gone from the game forever. You may not want to do that. Like, think about like, oh, I don't want to put energy in the Lost Zone, but it does increase the count of cards in the Lost Zone, which you do ultimately want to unlock other moves, such as Star Requiem for only 1 Grass and 1 Psychic, lets you just completely knock out a Pokemon from the active without any fuss. Right? If you've got 10 in the Lost Zone, and it's like the most cost-efficient move in the game, and if you're hitting a multi-prize attacker like an EX, like a V or a V Max, this is absolutely insane. And we're going to be playing it within the context of a Lost Zone engine, where you're going to be using cards like Comfey and Colress Experiment to throw cards in the Lost Zone. And the major breakpoints for you are, if you can get 4 cards in the Lost Zone, you can use Cramorant's Spit Innocently attack for free. If you get 7 cards in the Lost Zone, we can, let me go switch over to trainers here. You can use Mirage Gate to power up Giratina or Greninja, and power those up with energy, and then they can start attacking. And if you get 10 in the Lost Zone, we unlock Sableye's attack, Lost Mine. So lots of different attack options for single prize Pokemon, multi-prize Pokemon in this deck, which makes it a incredibly viable deck to play. We've got 4 counts of Comfey with Flower Selecting. Its ability lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 in the Lost Zone, put 1 in your hand, and you're going to be doing this a lot throughout the game to build up your Lost Zone engine, moving the Comfeys in and out of the active in the early game in particular. We've got 2 copies of Sableye for Lost Mine, where you get to drop 12 damage counters anywhere you want on the board. Incredibly powerful attack for chipping away at bigger Pokemon for bigger KOs later, or for taking out easy prizes on the bench on smaller Pokemon. Cramorant, this is a great early game attacker where you get 4 in the Lost Zone, and you can use Spit Innocently for 0 energy thanks to Lost Provisions. And then Giratina V is actually not that bad either. With the 1 Grass, 1 Psychic, 1 Colorless, you do get a Shred attack that can get you through really annoying stuff like the Miltank back in the day, or these days Mimikyu EX, and then Abyss Seeking, which lets you look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 in the Lost Zone, and put 2 in your hand. Not a bad way to get cards into the Lost Zone either. 1 copy of Radiant Greninja. This is like a staple card in so many different decks thanks to its Concealed Cards ability. You discard an energy, get to draw 2 cards, dig deeper into your deck. And then Moonlight Shuriken is a move that you can power up with Mirage Gate, allows you to discard 2 energy off of Greninja and do 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, including those on the bench. And then 1 copy of Manaphy. We don't want the Comfeys to get blown out, so we've got the Manaphy there to protect the bench. In terms of trainer cards, we've got 2 copies of Boss's Orders to gust a bench Pokemon into the active, 1 copy of Heavy Ball so we can find our basics in the prize cards, 3 copies of Switch Cart that lets you move basics in and out of the active. Keep in mind, Giratina V-STAR will not move with Switch Cart, so you're going to have to find another way. Or you may want to substitute one with a regular Switch in case you want to pivot Giratina V-STAR that way. We've got 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass. This is a deck that wants to spread out wide, get as many Comfeys and the Greninja and the Cramorant as possible. Battle VIP Pass gives you your best chance of doing that. Worst case scenario, you come up on these later in the game and you can just throw them into the Lost Zone with Comfey or Colress. 2 escape ropes for switching again. 1 copy of Pokégear 3.0 in order to try and dig out the Colress, especially in the early game when you're trying to get those Lost Zone cards. 4 copies of Mirage Gate, incredibly powerful card, lets you grab 2 basic energies of different types from your deck and put them into your Pokemon in any way you like. This is a great way of covering the Giratina grass and psychic coverage. And also the fact that Greninja has 2 water and a colorless, you can throw on a grass or a psychic onto Radiant Greninja as well to power it up. 2 copies of Iono for some hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands into the bottom of the deck and then draw equal to the number of prize cards. This is incredibly powerful for making a comeback in particular, which this deck is really strong at doing. We've got 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 2 copies of Path to the Peak. This is a deck that doesn't really get hurt by Path to the Peak, only really Greninja, and that Greninja you only really need for certain parts of the game. So Path to the Peak can really hurt your opponent's abilities and slow them down that way. We've got Colress Experiment, incredibly important card. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, keep 3, put 2 in the Lost Zone. You kind of want to hit this on at least your first 2 turns so that you can get your Lost Zone engine up and rolling. 1 copy of Temple of Sinnoh to pretty much nullify special energy. This is great against decks like Mew VMAX, also great against Lugia. 1 copy of Roxanne for that late game disruption. Both players shuffle their hands into their deck, and then you draw 6, they draw 2. Incredibly oppressive card in the mid to late game. And then we've got 2 copies of Super Rod. You get to shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck, especially with Greninja cycling through your energy. You can use Super Rod to get all of that back for Mirage Gates later. And then last but not least, we've got the 3 psychic energy, 3 water energy, 3 grass, 4 psychic, a little more to power up the Giratina and the Sableye, and a new card, Jet Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. You can use this to power up Greninja or Lost Impact for Giratina. However, you're mostly using this as another switch card, where when you attach this energy to one of your bench Pokemon, like a Comfey, you can then move it into the active, and then when you combo it with a Comfey, you can attach it to the Comfey on the bench, move it in the active, do your flower selecting, and then with the Jet Energy, just hard retreat, and then keep it rolling that way. All right, incredibly powerful deck. You've got tons of attacking options from Sableye, Cramorant, Greninja, and Giratina. Kind of gives you a way of attacking any deck in the game pretty much. And the challenge is really getting your Lost Zone powered up to activate all of the moves in your arsenal. Let's check out these matches. Let's go first. Yes, if we go second, we can get a Cramorant hit in, but we don't necessarily. I think that going second is probably still better in that it gives us an opportunity to get our bases set up here a little better. It looks like some sort of water Palkia deck. They got cross switchers in there as well. Maybe it's Chien-Pao? Could be. Okay, let's grab some extra cards. Hey, we got the Sableye. We're not going to bench that. Okay, Palkia. Sure. We got a pretty sick setup here. Let's go and grab the 2 Comfeys. Let's grab let's get a Giratina down. I also want to get a Manaphy down because there is potential for... Okay, let's grab that Sableye. So potential for do we have to worry about I'm going to put Manaphy down just in case. Just in case. Let's go and Escape Rope. And hopefully we can get a 3rd Comfey down. That would be... Theirs is. All right. Path to the Peak does get into the... Go into the Lost Zone. That's unfortunate, actually. Would have liked that. Roxanne does kind of suck to have this early. I'm going to take the Grass Energy. And let's actually yeet that into the discard pile. Hopefully we can get another switch option. We don't. We'll just attach energy to the... Let's attach it to the Comfey for now. That way we can at least get 2 cards into the Lost Zone on the next turn. Now, one of the problems with our current config is that we don't have a attacker for next turn. We're kind of stuck here. So we're kind of relying, and we don't have Colress either, which does suck. So ideally we could get a, yep, here's the Frigabacks. They're going to also throw down a Manaphy. No Chien-Pao though. No sign of Chien-Pao. Hopefully we can hit a Colress in these next 2 Comfeys. Oh, they're going to play Avery. That does kind of suck. We have to make some choices here. Okay, I'm going to get rid of a Comfey and the Greninja. That does suck. They have no energy, though. We're not able to get their party started. Let's go and Comfey. And, ooh, I would like the Switch Cart, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of the second Giratina just yet, which may be a mistake, admittedly. Let's go and retreat into the second Comfey. And we will grab a Pokégear, throw out that VIP pass. We don't need that. Let's see if we can hit a Colress here. Yes. Okay. We've got 4 in the Lost Zone. This should get us to 6. And we get the Comfey, Giratina VSTAR, Cram. Cram doesn't actually help us here as much. But we can go to Giratina VSTAR. And I can put down... We can't hard retreat anymore, so let's not worry about that. And I'll just attach the energy to Giratina. And we will end our turn. Now, we do have a Super Rod in hand, and we can throw the Grass Energy back as well as the Greninja. Let's see how we sequence this. Our opponent does have a pretty bad start. I mean, even if they get the Baxcalibur set up, they don't have Chien-Pao, they don't have energy. They gave up energy to draw some more cards and still don't have it. So let's see what we can do. Ooh, they're going to cross switch, probably bring in the Giratina. No, they're going to drag Manaphy in, and I don't hate that for them. Does kind of suck for us, though. They are stalling for time. And, ooh, they're going to play the Canceling Cologne. Excuse me. Do they have it? Do they have it? This is one of the fears of this deck. Okay, please don't get the Palkia. Please don't get the Palkia. Battle VIP Pass. Ooh, that's a bad Pokestop for them. And we do have Path to the Peak, which is awesome for us. So we switch card back out to Comfey. I don't think they're going to hit it. I think they burned the Canceling Cologne too soon. Oh, there's the Palkia. They need to get 1 more energy in the discard so they can hit the double Comfey. They don't get it. Ooh, that is a bad waste of Canceling Cologne. I'm going to... Is it worth Pokestopping right now? No. Let's go and... Comfey. Let's dig a little further before we commit to that. I will get some... let's get the boss. Boss would be nice. Okay, hold on. We have how many in the Lost Zone? We've got 6 in the Lost Zone. So if we go 7 in the Lost Zone, right now, we take Boss, throw the Jet Energy in. If we can get 1 more switch option, let's say off the Pokestop. Yes. Okay. Now, we Mirage Gate to Giratina, And we can go grass and let's say water here. Grass, water. And unfortunately, we do have to... Let's escape rope. I think we're gonna... Ooh, I could get greedy. And... Let's get greedy. Because once I knock this... No. I'm gonna just go for it. And let's go and boss up the Palkia. And I'll attach a water energy to the Giratina. And we will actually throw down Path to the Peak. And let's go Lost Impact for 280 damage. And also get rid of the water energy here. We shut off the Greninja. We shut off Palkia. And yeah, we get ourselves a Temple of Sinnoh. That doesn't really matter here. And I think they are very much stalling for time here. I kind of hope we get Iono'd here. I really don't want to attack with the... Oh, they're going to cancel in Cologne again. It might be too late. Yeah, I don't know why they burned the canceling Cologne. I can't... That is an inexplicable use of canceling Cologne, TBH. Now, we're in a little bit of a weird spot here in that I don't necessarily have a good way of... Is it worth benching another Comfey? It might be. Super Rod. Oh god, we have 2 of our Mirage Gates in the prize cards. Let's go and put Comfey down. And I really don't want to use... Let's Iono. I know I'm putting ourselves down to 4. Oh no. I don't want to... We could be putting ourselves in a bad spot here. How greedy are we feeling? We have almost all of our energy in the discard. Okay, I'm gonna retreat. And let's see how we're doing. We still have a psychic energy floating around. And we've got 9 in the lost zone at this point. Okay, we do get a Mirage Gate back, but we still need energy. Still need energy. We can Nest Ball for a Sableye. What's our switch options looking like right now? We've burned 2. We probably have 1 more Switch Cart left. I think they're going to get Palkia here. They still need to find a... oh, they're going to get Baxcalibur down. Okay. Do they have the energy, though? They might have an energy recovery option, at which point they can get the energy. But they're also going to need... They don't have it. They don't have it. G. So, let's clear out the elephant in the room, right? Our opponent made some really bad calls with the canceling Cologne. And I don't know why they committed to playing the canceling Cologne before. Like, the first one, maybe, like, you gamble and say, like, hey, I've got the Greninja up here. I'm going to play the canceling Cologne and maybe I get a shot. The second one felt like, no, that didn't make any sense to go there. It was a little weird at the end with the Giratina VSTAR kind of stuck in the active and having to retreat, and then we'd have to figure out how to get all that energy back later so that we could get the big attack in with Giratina VSTAR. But we were able to land a massive loss impact hit with Giratina VSTAR. We were in pretty good shape to get ourselves to 10 to get the Sableye rolling as well. GG's. Our opponent is going first, which means that as a Lost Zone player, really kind of hoping to to get Cramorant off here as an initial attack, and we are playing against a Baxcalibur-based deck, probably Chien-Pao. Kind of no surprise that Chien-Pao is as popular as it's been. We do have the Manaphy down, which is good, because this is a deck that absolutely can't bench snipe. We just have to get... They get the Palkia down, they get 2 Frigate down. Probably going to get a Chien-Pao here. Yep, and the Greninja. Almost the perfect setup for them. Yep. Switch Chien-Pao. Go get that energy. Would be nice to go and grab... I think, yeah, we do have to be concerned for Manaphy. They're definitely going to want the Greninja and take out the two Comfeys if possible. They do get rid of one of the energy, though. So let's see what that entails for us. And they're going to attach Unenergy to Chien-Pao. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I would probably play... We do get a Comfey down, which is great. I will Battle VIP Pass for Comfey and let's say Greninja at this point. We could go Cram. Now let's go Greninja so we can draw more cards. And then off the next thing, we can try and... Yeah, let's go Greninja first. So we can at least guarantee the next 2 cards. Uh-oh. We might have put ourselves in a little bit of predicament here. We need a switch card here. And we don't get it. Oh, yikes. Okay. I'm actually going to take the grass energy here. This does kind of suck, right? We do get a Giratina down, which is nice. But we're going to have to hard retreat the Manaphy into the Comfey in order to get anything rolling here. We do get a Cram. But we have to get rid of Giratina VSTAR in the process. That kind of sucks. And we are still short on Lost Zone cards here. We've only got 3 in the Lost Zone. And we're going to have to pass. We have 2 Mirage Gates, which is nice. And we do have the Manaphy down. If they play, like, Gust Cologne, we could be in trouble if they have the cards to facilitate that kind of play. I think where we could get in trouble here is that we can pretty easily get 6 in the Lost Zone right now. We can't get 7. And we need 7 for the Mirage Gates, at which point we can just blast the Chien-Pao no problem. They're going to get Manaphy down as well. And Palkia VSTAR. So yeah, they've got the KO here no matter what. The potential silver lining of this is that Giratina VSTAR can very easily one-hit KO Palkia without having to burn the Star Requiem. And if we have to, we can use Star Requiem as well. Okay. So we lose the Comfey. They go up 1. Let's see what we can do here. And hopefully we do not have a wet fart of a turn here. We're going to go Colress first and see what we can get. Battle VIP Pass off the top. That's no good. Let's go see what we can hit. Sableye. Cram is not good to us at this point. Mirage Gate and I think we take the Nest Ball to try and get a Comfey. And that gets us to 5 in the Lost Zone. Let's go Flower Selecting. Giratina will take that. And we're only at 6. That sucks. And we have no way of getting anything else. And we brick off the Pokégear. Holy cow. Okay, let's go and get another Comfey on the board here so we can potentially do some stuff. But this is not looking good. Okay, I'm actually going to bench the second Giratina. And I will, unfortunately, wait. This deck can make some comebacks with the Greninja, with the Sableye. We're gonna have to see what we can get here, though. And hopefully they don't blast the Giratina V-Star into oblivion here. They do have a ton of cards in hand, though. That's going to be a problem. I think we should have the edge in this match, but let's see how they go about it. We do have a lot of Mirage Gates. We did get rid of some of our energy, though, including a Psychic, which does feel bad. Now, they're going to Star Portal onto probably the Chien-Pao, right? I don't see them having any sort of... Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Chien-Pao Palkia. And they'll just burn it to knock out the Comfey, which I don't necessarily agree with, but they're going to heavy load energy onto, what, the Greninja? Do they have it? Do they have the Canceling Cologne play? I mean, they might just preemptively load energy so that, like, a future Chien-Pao, yeah, can attack big later. And that's not necessarily the worst plan. Okay. So they're gonna go up 2 prizes here. They'll get rid of 2. And they are still set up to do, like, 240 damage on the next turn. And we only have 6 in the loss zone. We have to get Comfey in here and get Comfey rolling, like, right now. Flower selecting. Let's see what we can get. We get a Roxanne and a Mirage Gate. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go and grab the Roxanne. And that gets us 3. Okay. So I'm gonna go... That gets us 7 in the Lost Zone. Yikes. Okay. If we go Grass Psychic... Oh, no. We have, like, no energy here. Oh, we can Super Rod here. Grass. And yeah, let's throw Comfey back in just cuz. And we can go... If we go into... Unfortunately, this is such a weird scenario here, because, yeah, we can hard retreat. Let's go water, grass. And I'm going to go grass, water. And we will hard retreat into Giratina. And I'm going to preemptively put down the Sableye. And let's go and Lost Impact for 280. Throw the water, throw the grass into the Lost Zone. Hopefully we have enough to make some stuff happen here. Okay, we get a water and another Psychic. Was kind of hoping for a grass energy there. Okay, we have 1 grass. We have 3 grass in the deck. So there's still 1 more floating around somewhere. And we still have Sableye, which can get us some stuff. They're probably going to get Chien-Pao down, which should be able to one-shot us, which does feel bad. Nine. We need 10 in the Lost Zone. And we also need a Giratina V-Star. Oh, yikes. Okay. Yeah, we need 1 more in the Lost Zone. Okay. Oh, and they got rid of the 1, 2, 3, 4. Do they have the 6 energy? They might. They very well might. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, they're going to be good to get the KO here. That does suck. And that puts us in a weird spot. Lost City, canceling Cologne. Okay. Ooh, and the Bravery Charm gets them up to 270. does kind of suck. I think we have to... They're going to burn a ton of resources here, though. I think the Roxanne's going to be incredibly helpful for us here. Oh, and we're going to get Iono'd anyway, which is not ideal. We can also Iono them, though I'm not sure we want to do that at this point. And, oh, that was our one Psychic Energy, too, that just got shuffled to the bottom. Actually, you know what? We can Iono. We don't necessarily have to Colress at this point, because Colress gets us... We're going to get 10 in the Lost Zone now anyway. So they're going to burn all their resources. Splash for 300. They do have Palkia waiting in the wings there, which does really suck for us. Okay, let's get one more in the Lost Zone, and let's figure it out. Ooh, we have Path to the Peak. That's not gonna really matter at this point. We do get Switch Cart, which is nice. We are gonna need energy, though, and that's gonna have to be a... You know what? I'm actually going to Iono, and do we throw down another Giratina, or... I don't think so. Let's go get a Comfey down. I wanted to shuffle the deck to try and get the Psychic Energy up top. And let's play Path to the Peak here, actually, just in case. And let's see what we can get. Bring them down to 2 cards. We get a Mirage Gate, which does get us a Psychic Energy. And we can put the basic, or we can put the Water Energy onto... Okay, let's go 40, 50, 60, 70. And if we can get the KO on, let's go after this. Right? So we're going to go 50. And hopefully we can bring this down. There's a grass. That's nice. Still in a little bit of a weird spot here. They can't grab... They can't Shivery Chill because we played Path to the Peak, which is good. Which is good. If they're stuck, we might be able to make some moves here. At the very least, take out the Frigatbacks. Oh, nope, they've got Research. Ooh, they had to get rid of Superior Energy Retrieval in the process. Do they have a bump for Path to the Peak? They might just evolve to get the Baxcalibur up, just to get it out of range, which I don't hate. Yeah. But do they have it? Do they have the rare candy as well? No, they don't have it. It's too late. Let's go and actually get a Grass Energy on. And let's go Roxanne. Bring them down to 2 cards. And I will continue to pepper them with... Okay, so 5, 6, 7. And then what do we want to soften up? Do we go in? I think we actually soften up the Baxcalibur, right? Because we could, if theoretically, we can one-shot. We could potentially set ourselves up to one-shot the Palkia or the Chien-Pao at this point. We just need the evolution, the Star Requiem. Oh, man. Oh, they got the Candace? The Candace? Are you serious? Oh, they only got a Lumineon and a Water Energy, and that's not gonna be enough. Oh, yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Uh-oh. Oh, they're gonna retreat into the Palkia at that point? Yeah. And they're going to knock us out here. That sucks. Okay. Now we're in trouble again. Now we're in trouble again. Now Path to the Peak is out, and I have to figure something out. How do we... Okay, we get a Comfey off the ball, and let's go and Flower Select. We do have 2 boss. Ooh, I need the Sableye. Sableye loses us the game here, right? Sableye loses us the game. We have to go Colress. And I think we have to play for a... we have to play for Lost Impact at this point. Let's go and Colress. Do we get the Giratina VSTAR? Oh, no. Let's throw all those out. Oh, yeah. Is there a Giratina VSTAR in the Lost Zone? Or in... Yeah, we can Super Rod for that. However, it might be too late. It might be too late. If... I think we might have screwed this up. There's the Giratina VSTAR. Unfortunately, Escape Rope is right there. Oh, no. Okay. There's the Giratina VSTAR. Oh, no, we have it. We have it. We have it. Right? Then we... Energy. We Switch Cart. And we Star Requiem for instant KO. And we win the game. Oh, gosh. We make the comeback. Our opponents concedes before we can get the 2 cards. That kind of sucks, but we do get the win there. GG's. And that was looking kind of bad, right? That was looking kind of bad at the beginning there. We kind of got off to a slow start, but thankfully we were able to make a huge comeback there with the help of Sableye, with the help of Path to the Peak, getting the Chien-Pao stuck for a couple of turns, and then being able to reset their hand with the Iono, then the Roxanne, and then being able to pull off the Wombo combo at the end, sequencing it just right so that we can move Giratina into the active to get the Star Requiem off and knock out the Chien-Pao for the win. GG's. And there we go. That is a quick look at Giratina VSTAR. I know not much match variety today. I was only able to get in 2 matches with Chien-Pao, but against Chien-Pao, but I think we got to show all of the different things that this deck can do. Well, we didn't actually get a Greninja Moonlight Shuriken attack off, which would have been nice, but we did get to see a lot of other things that the deck can do to give you an idea of how it works. So yeah, in particular, if you've got and I should have said this at the beginning, if you don't have much going on in your Pokemon TCG live account, Giratina VSTAR is one of the free decks that you get, and this is potentially a way to upgrade it to be a top tier deck as well. So yeah, keep that in your back pocket, especially if you're just starting out the Pokemon trading card game, PTCG Live in particular. Anyways, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. Some quick plugs before we go. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.